Hey everybody, paws up, welcome back. We're going to be doing homemade dog bed pads today, so let's get started. Hey everybody, so we're going to make some homemade dog bed pads, and you can take them out camping with you. You can use them as their bed. You could use it as a crate liner, whatever you want to use them as. Super simple and not really very expensive at all. Fleece, I'm just using fleece, guys. This was actually one of those old a fleece blanket that I had gotten from a big box store. And they were on sale, and so I grabbed 2 of them at the end of the holiday, and I've gone ahead and cut the edges off, the little bound edges around, and I'm going to show you how we would assemble them. So I have 4 layers here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I figure that's kind of thick enough to just cushion, like if you are out camping or something like that, or just out in the yard, you know, if there's some uneven terrain or if there's a gravel underneath, it might be a little uncomfortable for them to lay on. You can throw this on there and that'll make it a lot more comfortable for them. Or if the ground is cold, if you're out hunting, something fun like that, whatever you prefer. So we're just doing camel because this is going to be his camping one, so it's going to get filthy. So we didn't want a nice, fun, nice light color. We figured the camel would be great. Hide lots of dirt. So very simply, you would kind of just decide what your corners are going to be. And I just sort of eyeballed it there, and then I'm going to cut almost 2-inch strips all the way along. And I'm going to continue that pattern, leaving my corners wide, because we may remove them at the end. I'm not positive. We'll see how that goes. And then once you go around and do your full edge slits, we'll be doing a little, there we go. Just had to move the scissor a minute. Okay, a little teeny tiny slit like that. And I'll show you what we'll be using those for in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and continue cutting all the way around and show you as we go. All right, so remember how I said I was leaving the corners, you know, kind of as squares. What you go back in and do, I did this one already so you can kind of see, is you just take out little wedges of it, creating another tab but straight out. As we go and loop them into their little holes that I'll be doing next after we clear up the corners, we'll show you why we leave that. It just kind of makes it so you don't have an open spot for them to dig in or for dirt or leaves to get in as easily. So you would just kind of, from that point, almost the same width as the tabs that you cut, the slices you cut all the way around. Just about that same width, you know, come straight out on the corner and just cut out your little corner triangles. And you can discard those, or if you're extra super crafty, save them for something else. Or if you really wanted to make it extra thick and fluffy, you could go ahead and lift back the one top layer and just kind of like lay them all in there. But I promise you, after your first wash or so, these are going to get all balled up and it's going to be more uncomfortable for your dog than the comfort that you originally aimed to provide. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the rest of the corners, and then I will show you again how we start doing the little slits, and then we're going to just be looping them through those slits, and we'll show you all of that. All right, so I did the one little one just to kind of show you what we were going to be doing, but if you take and hold your fleece, just pinch it at the base of each little tab that you've cut, and you're only looking to cut a little tiny slit. So it may take a minute because you're only kind of using the tip of the scissors, but if you close and then pull back if they're not really sharp, mine should be fairly sharp, but you will go all the way through, okay? And you're just going to go all the way around, and right in the middle of each one, you're going to do that very same thing. And then just like that. Okay, and we'll go all the way around, and then we'll come back, show you how we assemble it, and we'll be letting Beryl try it out. All right, we've got all our little finger slits cut in there and made sure we went through all the layers on each one. I'm going to keep the scissors close by in case I missed a layer. It's kind of thick there, and you want to definitely make sure that you've got some good, you know, certainly some sharp scissors. So, all right, now this is what it's gonna look like when you're done, and you're gonna just kind of intermittently, you're gonna go down and then come up on the next one. So this one I came up, I'm gonna put my finger slit through there, and I'm going to push the tabs through that hole and pull. Now I'm gonna push the other one up and come the opposite way. The reason I don't want to go the same direction is because it'll cause the material to roll. I found that if you alternate them, going, bring the material up and then bring the next one down, it gives you more of a stitched pattern, and you'll go all the way around, and you'll just have this cute little fringe around the edge, and you'll end up with a nice little bed pad for your dog. So again, just alternate. This one came up, this one I'll push down. So you put that slit in there also, and you'll continue that pattern all the way around. This way it doesn't leave you that open end, okay? And for debris and stuff to get in your doggy's bed. Okay, so that came up. All right, guys, well, this is what it's gonna look like when you are all done. Obviously, you're gonna make it to the size that's gonna be more conducive for your dog. Beryl, when we're camping, he likes to curl up really tight, and so this should be pretty good for him, long enough if he wants to stretch out a little bit. At least it's the length of his body. And as you can see, those edges, they're good and tight and secure. They're not going anywhere. You can make your fringes as long or as short as you would like. That's totally fine, whatever works for you. And it also kind of gives them that little lip on the edge, because sometimes they'll sort of curl under like you've seen. Try to lay it out kind of flat, but it's still, from that tying of them, the looping of them, it gives you that little puffed edge around the edge. So by all means, have as much fun with this little project as you'd like. Make your fabric as big or as small according to your baby's size. You can make your tassels longer or shorter. And just remember to kind of alternate, do your best. At the end here, we ended up going up on two, side by side. It's not going to hurt anything if you do. That's totally fine. And nice easy blanket. There you go. No sewing, no super exorbitant costs or anything like that. It's not a $50 dog bed, but it's going to give them some nice cushion. So enjoy, everybody. Paws up. Thanks for coming in.